You think your job is safe because you are good at it. You think your manager respects you. You think HR is there to help. You think your performance keeps you employed. None of that is how it actually works. HR has already calculated what it would cost to replace you. The number is in a spreadsheet you will never see. And the only reason you are still in your seat today is that the number, right now, is higher than the cost of keeping you there. By the end of this video, you are going to understand exactly how HR calculates the day you become replaceable. And once you see the calculation, you will not be able to read a single one of your manager's emails the same way again. Start here. HR is not a well-being department. HR is a risk management department. Its function is to protect the organization from the people who work inside it. That is the official mandate. Every policy, every form, every conversation flows from that one premise. The wellness programs, the open-door meetings, the engagement surveys, those are not the function. Those are the surface. The function is risk. Inside that function sits a number for every employee. It is called the replacement cost. It includes your salary, your benefits, the recruiter fees to find your successor, the time your manager will spend interviewing, the months your replacement will take to reach full productivity, and the knowledge that walks out the door with you. HR maintains this number for every role above a certain level. They update it, they review it, and they compare it to one other number, the cost of keeping you. That number includes your salary today, the trajectory of your salary over the next 2 years, the projects you are blocking by being in the role, the people who would be promoted if you left, and the political capital your manager is quietly spending to manage you. When the cost of keeping you exceeds the cost of replacing you, the math flips. The moment it flips, the conversation begins. Not with you, about you. You will not be in that conversation. You will not be told it happened. You will not see the spreadsheet. You will simply notice weeks or months later that something feels different. The meeting you used to be in is now a meeting you hear about afterwards. The project you used to lead has a co-lead now. The feedback in your last review was warmer than usual. None of these are accidents. All of them are documentation. Here's the part nobody warns you about. By the time you sense something is wrong, the timeline has already started. HR works on a 90-day documentation window for most exits. That means the moment your manager flags concern, formal or informal, a quiet clock begins. Emails are saved. Performance notes are filed. Conversations that used to be casual are now logged. None of this is hostile. It is procedural. It is the file being built. The performance improvement plan is the part of this process you can see. By the time you receive one, the file has been open for months. The PIP is not the beginning of the process. The PIP is the end of it. It is the documented exit dressed as an improvement opportunity. HR knows the success rate of PIPs internally. The number is small. The plan exists not to save you. It exists to prove the company tried. And while all of this is happening, your manager is still smiling at you in the morning meetings. That is not deception. That is also procedure. HR has trained your manager on what is called minimum disruption transition, keeping the role functional until the replacement is ready. Your full output right up to the last day is what the system is designed to extract. Here's what changes everything. The replacement chart is not maintained for failing employees. It's maintained for everyone, including the high performers, especially the high performers, because they are the most expensive to replace, and HR needs the most lead time to do it without disruption when the day comes. The succession plan you were told existed for senior leadership exists for you too. Your name is on a slide. Your replacement is named. The slide is not pulled out because you are in trouble. The slide is pulled out every quarter in a meeting you are not invited to as part of a routine review of organizational continuity. You are not paranoid for sensing this. You are inside a system that has been calculating you the entire time. You did everything right. You showed up. You delivered. You took on more than your share. You assumed your performance was the variable that determined your security. It was not. The variable was timing. The variable was budget. The calculation you were never shown and never trained to see. The system was designed to keep you working at full output until the day it did. This is the part HR will never tell you out loud, because saying it would change how you behave inside the building. Your tenure is not always an asset. After a certain point, your tenure becomes a cost. Your salary grows, your role calcifies, your replaceability, measured against the external market, begins to widen. HR knows the market rate for your job. They know what a person 5 years younger and one rung lower would cost to do something close to what you do. The gap between those two numbers is your exposure. You do not see that number. They see it every quarter. The open door policy is also a tool. Every casual mention of frustration, every offhand comment about a colleague, every venting session in a one-on-one, it goes somewhere. Not always into a file, but into a pattern. HR's job is to detect patterns the company can be sued over. Your venting, however justified, makes you legible to that pattern. The exit interview is not closure. It is data collection. The questions are calibrated. The answers feed into models that adjust hiring filters for the next person in your seat. You are training the system to find someone who will not become you. And here's the closing piece. The number HR cares about most is something called regrettable attrition. It measures the percentage of leavers the company wishes had stayed. A low number means HR is doing its job. The unspoken half of that metric is non-regrettable attrition, the people the company is quietly relieved to see go. Every employee in HR's internal categorization sits on one side of that line. You have been categorized. The categorization is reviewed. You were never told which side you are on. That information is not yours to have. This is not a story about evil HR departments. It's a story about a function operating exactly as designed. HR is doing the job the organization hired it to do: protect the organization from the cost and risk of its workforce. That is the function. Everything else is presentation. The only person inside the building who has not been doing the math is you. That's corporate GPS, the map they never handed you.